what I'm really most interested in is preserving not only the repertoire, but the whole aesthetic sensibility. So when you want to sing Yiddish song, you should hear how a traditional Yiddish singer like Schaechter-Vidman or Hari Ari, or these are sort of some of the pantheon of great Yiddish singers who we have on the Yiddish Song of the Week, how they actually sang it, the dialect they used, the inflections they used, how, when you listen to Lifsha, and Lifsha was Bela Schechter Gottesman's mother and Itzik Gottesman's grandmother. I mean, wow, she sings, Itzik calls it the High Lonesome Sound, which is a Bill Monroe reference, but it is kind of like that. It's a whole aesthetic world right there in her delivery, the way she sings. It is so kind of foreign to everything we think about with our contemporary aesthetics, but so great in that it opens up, and not just to copy that and revive something that's no longer, but use that as a starting point to develop all sorts of possibilities of what you could do, in a very contemporary yet very rooted way, And I love that about klezmer too, is going back to the oldest recordings of klezmer music before it came to the U.S. of violin and cymbal, and you realize, wow, these guys, it's a totally different violin technique. There's no vibrato, or a very different kind of vibrato, but there's a whole ornamentation system. There's a whole series of kind of system of putting together repertoire, selecting repertoire, putting repertoire together to create these, essentially kind of concert suites. And how can we take that and use it to create new music with that also has a very deep reference to this older aesthetic, but not just because it's an older aesthetic, but because it has value for our contemporary world. Ethel Rame always says we have a choice of how to live. We can either live forgetting the past, or we can actually remember the past and use it to enrich the future. And so I kind of vote for the latter. I think that's a really wonderful way that she puts it.